and the bullets are the fucking
here
propane
we
tank.
go, dude. And by the way,
What do you call it? What do you call the not a flamethrower? Death machine?
So I called it a death machine because if you stood in front of it, you'll die.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or
Jesus Christ,
about
dude.
that.
So that happened, and the dog didn't catch fire. So joke's on you, Foo.
That's still TBD.
Right, not yet. So I had something else to say, but I forgot. Yeah. Anything? Did you set anything on fire with it yet?
No, just at the test site, they let us burn a marshmallow with it. But other than that, we kind of just played around with it in the backyard.
Okay.
Just getting a feel for it.
And I know we got John Safari coming in. We talked to him over the phone a couple of podcasts ago, a couple of shows ago. But he told us that he was gonna be hosting an event called the East End Block Party that just recently happened. And fortunately, a grenade scare put a kibosh on it. Yeah, dude. It was fucking hardcore. While I guess there was a fight that happened up there, and it was just no good.
So a fight turns into a grenade scare? Who the hell walks around with a grenade?
So is that at the show they were threatening to do it?
No, there was so apparently there was a fight. Some dumb fuck just there was a fight like outside, and then a grenade just shows up on the corner of
I see.
of the event, and then that prompted a bunch of cops to come by and just stop while there was like a punk band playing. There was moshing going on. It sucks, dude. You don't want a good event like that to just go away because of a little bomb scare. And I say little because it's a grenade, but it's a bomb scare nonetheless.
I had a show ended on us because a gun was pulled on the guy who was selling tickets.
Christ.
Real quick.
Really?
Do you remember that, Mr. Joe C., do you remember when you and the hotline played at that played at that dive bar in Buena Park?
What about it?
I remember those guys were outside and they had to lock the back door and then like threatened to come back and like fuck shit up.
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember now though, right?
Yeah, I do, dude. That sucked. Yeah, fucking cholos. So that happened. So I just want to say, that fucking sucks. If you're gonna go to a fucking rock and roll party, keep your shit, keep that shit away. You go there to have a good time. I've never, and just like John said in one of his replies to what happened on social media, I've never been in a mosh pit where it ended up in a fight. If I knock somebody down or somebody knocked me down, it just ended up in a handshake, and you keep moshing. You help the next guy up and that kind of shit. I don't know what happened to prompt the fight that happened outside of the show, but it was.
I'm sure he probably went into it on his podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Check it out, OCML podcast. Probably he'll get the full scoop.
So, I'm sure he'll talk about it when he's in here, and he'll probably have more details about it. Yeah. I just thought that was shitty. Another thing that I was very, very surprised, angry, put upon, IHOP is sadly now IHOB, the International House of Burgers.
I ran into someone today, and I told them about it, and they're like, "You're fucking shitting me," and I was like, "You can look online if you want, but I'm telling you, it's IHOB." And I'm like, it was like, "What do you think the B stands for?" And they said bread.
Okay.
So I think it's a terrible brand.
Fried bread.
I think
pancakes.
it's a terrible branding effort by them.
Do you guys know what it actually stands for?
International House of Burgers.
I thought your friend didn't know.
They're
he didn't know. He didn't know.
Oh, you were just having him guess.
I was having him guess. Yeah.
You'd think it would be better to be like breakfast, but they wanted to be known for
that would have been so much more smarter than burgers.
It's also not permanent. It's a temporary kind of thing. It's like a marketing
limited
thing.
time.
Yeah, they're just gonna be known as IHOP for a short amount of time. They'll go back to their little IHOP spiel.
Right. So yeah, that fucking sucks. I don't go to IHOP for burgers. Do you? Does anybody?
Yeah, they have.
I've had a burger from there before.
Definitely.
And how was it?
It's good.
It was really good.
That's probably one of they want to get the word out that they sell burgers.
Well, way to shit on my point.
Well, dude.
Okay.
Well, we've had it. You haven't had it. You probably should try it.
No.
Okay.
No. You know who makes a good burger though, and you wouldn't think so. Del Taco makes a bomb ass burger.
Really?
Yeah, have you had?
Oh,
it?
yes,
lost
I've had their
all
bacon.
credibility.
No, actually, I've had it. Have you had it?
Yeah, I have. It's not
The
that
bacon
good.
double Del?
It's all right.
it's delicious.
Come on,
It's all
man.
right.
It's amazing.
I'm very picky when it comes
No,
to
I'm
my
with
burgers.
you on that one, actually.
You're very picky.
Yes, I am.
You,
Yeah,
Josh.
right.
Hey, man.
You.
Right.
Some
All right.
people have standards, and we have Del Taco.
Real
Yes.
quick, real quick poll in the room. IHOP or Denny's?
Denny's.
Josie? David?
IHOP.
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 Denny's.
Damn, dude. I knew that would happen too, by the way.
The dog said Denny's too.
Dog doesn't speak.
Not yet. He doesn't.
My dog hates Denny's.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
He loves that shit.
I was like, wow, how would he know? All right, we got some showbiz update. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Did you guys hear about this? Vince Vaughn got arrested for a DWI in the last couple days.
What the?
Like a couple days ago. And since it's Friday, probably an entire week now. But he was arrested in Hermosa Beach early Sunday morning. The Manhattan Beach Police Department confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter at approximately 1 a.m. Vaughn was stopped at a DUI checkpoint in Hermosa Beach. And they confirmed that, the passenger was in the car with him. And Vaughn was arrested and charged with the DWI and resisting. And I can just picture the motherfucker from Jurassic Park and Swingers just like resisting arrest while being all shit-faced. I mean, how many movies have we already seen him shit-faced in? We got Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
It's crazy to think about, but Wedding Crashers was like 10 years ago. So all of his good shit is aged, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
And
He
back,
He hasn't been in a movie in years, right? Like the last one was
None that we know about, right?
Delivery Man, I think, where he had like a shitload of kids or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he went out to try to meet them all?
Well, yeah, he was like a sperm donor, and then it turns out that his sperm was like highly used and ended up having like
What the fuck?
Yeah, he ended up having like 150 illegitimate kids
Whoa.
that like tried looking him up.
Or went they
What was the movie called again?
Delivery Man,
I think I remember that premise.
Yeah.
Weren't they legitimate children because they signed for it? I mean, isn't it
Well, they were his
illegitimate?
spawn.
They're his spawn.
Because
I
he
mean-
beat off into a cup and sold it to to a sperm
But they're
bank.
not. Yeah, they're not legitimate for him because he just
Right.
went anonymously. you know?
Yeah, he was just trying to get a few bucks.
No, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm sure there's some paperwork for those kids and that sperm somewhere. It's pretty legit.
Oh yeah. I mean, but it's a stupid premise.
Right,
Very stupid.
right.
So go out and watch it, everybody.
Yeah. And I don't have too much on this on the Showbiz update, but I did want to give a little time for Anthony Bourdain. He died at the age of 61 just a few days ago. Unfortunately, it was for suicide. Or he committed suicide.
Coward.
And shut up. Wow, dude. So what is that? That's your stance, huh?
What about all the people left behind, man?
Yeah, I know, man. But it's
All right,
it's
yeah,
not
you changed the subject real quick after that.
What the fuck?
Yup.
That's the Foo at. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't have his own
The
email.
Foo at his finest.
Yeah, that's the Foo at his finest.
I mean, but seriously though, like if you are depressed, there's a hotline for that shit.
tell him what it is, man.
I don't know.
No, seriously, there is.
Look it up.
What?
Wow,
I mean, dude, Googling, like you said, man, everyone has a computer at their.
All
at their
right,
hand,
for everybody
fingertips.
who is who's really trying to get serious about this, how to get help in the U.S. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. The International Association for Suicide Prevention and Befrienders Worldwide can also provide contact information for crisis centers around the world. And for those who have a heart, unlike the Foo over here.
For those of you who care about your family
little
after you're
RIP.
gone,
Mm-hmm.
call this number.
Right.
Like for real.
Yeah. That's what he should have done. Unfortunately, he got the best of him, and
Sometimes it does.
and sometimes that happens, man. That's fucked up. I mean, we saw that happen recently with Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington. I mean, you're a fan of both of those guys, right?
Definitely.
Who's Chris Cornell?
Chris Cornell,
Singer
you
of
sack of
Soundgarden.
shit.
I don't know who Soundgarden is.
Really?
You
You're really
Audio slave?
becoming an antagonist
Yeah.
real fast.
By mistake. By mistake. To be
I
fair.
can see you slowly transform into a troll
fuck
before
you.
my eyes.
I'm being serious. Sorry.
Audio Slave?
The Foo might. No, I've heard of them.
He's a singer in that band.
The
There's
Foo
one.
might have played some music related to
Definitely.
those.
Definitely.
all the time.
Whatever their.
I only
names
play him
were.
all the time.
You remember that
Spoon
song?
Man?
Spoon Man. Yeah.
Spoon Man.
I'm going hungry. You know that one? No?
No.
Damn,
Dude, you've heard that like
yes, you have.
oh shitload of times.
When?
I've been present when you've heard it. Like we've physically been in the room together listening to it at the same time. You
I don't mind stealing bread.
I just don't know what it is. Sorry.
Wow, dude.
Cue the Homer sound bite.
No,
Just
no.
kidding.
I'll cue my own sound bites, sir. But seriously, man, really?
Really? What? Like, yeah, I'm not joking.
Okay, well that's enough. That's enough out of you, dude. So yeah, so as I was saying, you know, don't end up like these guys. Talented motherfuckers, talented. Anthony Bourdain in his own right, very talented guy, very captivating. Guy knows how to tell a story. People that left behind, like you said, families can easily be prevented by just asking for some help. So don't do what they did if you're feeling that way. Now on to I understand you guys have some news about E3 and some video game music.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We don't have video game music.
not music, but you know, video
got
game
some
Oh, a
music.
segment. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Well then here we go.
That's just a tasty bed. So guys, you know,
Take
right
it away,
now
Josh.
E3's going on.
E.T.
E3 guys. E3's going on right now at the LA Convention Center. And so far, we've had some really big announcements. One that I really notably want to talk about is the new announcement from Bethesda Softworks. It's called Fallout 76. And the
Can't wait for a new Fallout game.
Oh, this game is supposed to be
You're
so
all about
much
this
better.
one, but ask you about Chris Cornell.
Who?
And
No.
Steph just jizzed on your face.
Whoa.
For those not watching.
Get him a towel. So what this game is, the premise of this game is supposed to be taking place in Virginia. So you're supposed to be able to go through rural Virginia and then through D.C., like the actual capital.
Which they've been talking about the whole series of Fallout.
Yeah, so this buildup has been getting to this point. And this is supposed to, from what I've heard, this is supposed to kind of take place a little after a lot of the current events. So, like, from what you've seen in the current trailer, like, you could see people walking, and then all of a sudden you see some armor, like, getting old, and then your character comes along. So it's supposed to take place a little after. Like, this is supposed to be, like, a controlled vault that, you know, people are supposed to get a release from naturally, no enhancements. And then the difference with this game, rather than just being a single-player style game, it's all online. 100% you're in a community. Every player you're
That's
playing
fucking
against
sick.
is an actual player.
That's fun.
And you can it's like a completely survival style game. So you can either join up with other guys, do some quests, or you can just straight up murder some guys and just take over. Like it's amazing.
Which you couldn't do in the previous games.
No,
by
not
the
at
way.
all. The other games were just strictly solo. You were stuck to just one world. You couldn't bring other people in. This one, you could just totally walk around and you'll just find a random player. And if he starts shooting at you, then it's just all-out warfare. And from what I've seen on the gameplay, it looks amazing. It's slated to come out this November 14th, 2018.
About to trade in my Red Dead Redemption for my Fallout.
Oh,
deposit now.
definitely. Some other games, notable games, they showed up some new Spider-Man video game coverage. It looks sick. You see the raft from Marvel like blow up, and then
As much as I dislike Spider-Man, this game looks really cool.
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you see
That
all of
looks like a lot of fun.
Spider-Man's like villains, Rhino, Scorpion, Electro, like all of them attack him at
Sounds
once.
dope.
Yeah, it's very much like Spider-Man 2 style gameplay, a little bit
fucking
more
swinging.
refined and fluid. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
it's
fighting definitely looks very tight. I'm
Yeah.
very excited for a lot of it. As far I hope I want to see Venom. That's what I want to see.
Oh, definitely.
I want to see some Venom in there.